Welcome to this hands-on demonstration on creating, displaying, and managing purchase orders in SAP ERP. In this lesson, you'll gain practical experience in using the purchase order creation process, an essential activity that bridges the gap between procurement planning and supplier collaboration. You'll learn how to generate purchase orders from existing requisitions, enter vendor details, manage pricing and currencies, display orders for review, print official copies, and verify the processing status. Each step in this process is critical for maintaining control over purchasing activities, ensuring timely deliveries, and aligning financial accuracy with supply chain needs. By the end of this session, you'll understand not just where to click, but why each field matters and how your actions impact downstream processes like invoicing, goods receipt, and cost tracking. Let's consider how this plays out at a global company like Pepsi. Imagine their procurement team in Germany issuing a purchase requisition for bottle caps that must be fulfilled by a supplier in Poland. Accuracy in vendor details, pricing, currency, and delivery timing is crucial, not just to receive the goods on time, but to ensure that finance, warehousing, and production teams are all working from the same data. What if the vendor number was incorrect or the currency mismatched the supplier agreement? As you follow along, reflect on your own organization's process. How are purchase orders typically created and tracked? Could greater clarity and consistency improve your supplier relationships or reduce order delays? Let's dive into the workflow and discover how SAP ERP streamlines every step of the purchase order lifecycle. Let us begin by accessing the purchase order creation screen in SAP. To do this, navigate to the purchase order creation interface using the SAP Easy Access menu. Follow this path: logistics, then materials management, followed by purchasing. From there, go to purchase order and select create. Choose the option for vendor supplying plant. This process can also be started directly using the transaction code ME21N. Once you arrive at the create purchase order screen, the next step is to enable the document overview. Click document overview on in the application toolbar. This activates the document list on the left-hand side of the screen, allowing you to reference existing documents while working. Next, click on Selection Variant, and from the drop-down menu, choose My Purchase Requisitions. This filters the list to display only the purchase requisitions created by you or associated with your user ID. The system will now populate the document overview pane with your available requisitions. From the list, locate the correct requisition and click Adopt. This will copy the requisition details directly into the purchase order form. This function saves time and ensures consistency by transferring all relevant information accurately. The document overview pane serves as a useful reference point. It displays requisitions available for conversion and allows you to efficiently build a purchase order from existing requests. The Adopt feature streamlines the conversion process by automatically pulling the appropriate data into the order. Now let's enter the vendor details and verify the purchasing organization information. In the header section of the purchase order, input the vendor number. This identifies the supplier who will be fulfilling the order. It's important to ensure the correct vendor is selected, as this links all related procurement and financial processes. Next, check the purchasing organization field. This value should reflect the organizational unit responsible for handling the procurement. Verifying this helps ensure appropriate approval workflows and accurate reporting. Now let's enter the net price and currency for each item in the order. In the item overview section, locate the net price field. Enter the agreed price for line item 10 and also for line item 20 if applicable. Then, in the currency column, input the correct currency code. For example, EUR for Euro or USD for US dollars, depending on your vendor's location and contract terms. With all pricing and currency information entered, it is time to save the purchase order. Click Save to finalize it. SAP will generate a unique purchase order number which you should take note of. This number will appear in the status bar at the bottom of the screen and will be used to track and manage the order throughout its life cycle. Now that the order is saved, exit the transaction by clicking Exit. This will return you to the SAP Easy Access screen and complete the creation portion of the process. Let us now display the purchase order to review its contents. Navigate to the purchase order display screen. You can access this by going through Logistics, Materials Management, Purchasing and Purchase Order, then selecting Display. Or you can use transaction code AME23N to go directly to the display screen. If the purchase order is not shown by default, click Document Overview on. Then, under Selection Variant, choose My Purchase Orders. From the displayed list, double-click on the purchase order number you wish to view. This will open a detailed view of the order. Now let's move on to printing the purchase order. Start by navigating to the Messages section related to the purchase order. This step allows you to access print settings and manage how the purchase order will be sent to the vendor. You may also use the standard print or transmit function to initiate the process. On the message output screen, confirm the selection criteria and click Execute. From the results, select your purchase order and click Display Message to preview it. Carefully review the print preview to ensure all information is correct. Check the prices, vendor details, quantities, and delivery dates. Once everything is verified, you may proceed with printing the document for your records or vendor communication. Let's now verify the processing status of the purchase order by checking the original purchase requisition. Navigate to the purchase requisition display screen using the transaction code ME53N. Within the display, go to the Item Details section. Select each item individually and navigate to the Status tab. This tab will indicate whether the requisition item has been converted into a purchase order. It provides visibility into the current progress and helps track the procurement status efficiently. By following this demonstration, you have learned how to create, display, print, and verify purchase orders in SAP ERP. You also gained insights into how key fields interact to support procurement efficiency, financial accuracy, and vendor communication. Excellent work completing this comprehensive demonstration on the purchase order process in SAP ERP. You've now learned how to create a purchase order from a requisition, enter vendor and organizational details, define prices and currency, review and print orders, and check the processing status of linked requisitions. This process is a cornerstone of effective procurement. When done accurately, it ensures the right materials are ordered from the right suppliers under the right terms, and that those orders are tracked from creation to delivery and payment. It also builds transparency and accountability between procurement and finance teams. Let's think back to our Pepsi example. In a business where every production delay can affect product distribution and shelf availability, even minor issues with purchase orders like missing vendor data or unclear pricing can cause ripple effects. But with SAP ERP, Pepsi's teams can rely on standardized processes to minimize error, track status in real time, and ensure compliance across global operations. Now it's your turn to reflect. In your role, are purchase orders created manually or systematically? How could applying a more structured SAP-driven approach improve data accuracy, reduce follow-ups, or streamline vendor communication. With the skills you built today, you are now better equipped to manage procurement tasks confidently and contribute to more efficient supply chain operations. Keep up the great work. You're mastering the foundation of intelligent enterprise resource planning.